welcome to day 12 of the vlog. We are still in Yellowstone. Today is our last full day in Yellowstone. We are headed to Mammoth Hot Springs. We don't really know what's there, but we're excited to go.
Because we want to explore.
We do want to explore, that's very true. Hold on.
And we wouldn't have gone there if we knew what was there.
Yeah.
Then it wouldn't be just boring.
That's a good point.
What's there.
That's a really good point. So we have been on the road for almost 2 weeks. Can you guys believe it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Does it feel like we've been gone 2 weeks, Lila?
Kind of.
Kind of. John, does it feel like we've been gone almost 2 weeks?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It seems like we have been gone a while. The thing I miss the most is the internet.
Yeah.
And our dog. I kind of miss our dog.
Me too. Dog is cute.
Yeah.
So cute.
Yeah, we miss our dog. Yeah, it's really fun. We're having a great time. We've done a lot in 12 days.
I miss riding on Sam's back.
He does. He tries to ride the dog. So we've done a lot in 12 days. If you haven't seen the previous vlogs, a lot of things have been happening. And it's been fun. We're headed to the hot springs. It's about a 2-hour drive, right?
From here, maybe, I don't know, hour and a half, maybe.
Hour and a half. But it's kind of late. We got off to a late start. We slept in because we were up late last night for the fireworks. So it's about 11:15, and we won't get there until close to 1 o'clock. But we're excited to see what's there, and we're gonna take you with us, and we're gonna explore together. We got to Mammoth Hot Springs, and it's very bougie.
Very touristy.
Very, it's packed with people, and then you've got random elk just grazing on the lawn. There's a hotel. Like, what?
And like legit restaurants.
Animals.
It's disgusting. Look at that. It's so cool though.
It is cool. She's got a foot. Look, she's got a foot in her hand.
Exactly.
Wow.
I'm thinking that those animals are paid actors.
They may be.
They're paid actors. Those aren't real animals.
Yes, they are.
It's not real.
So, Mammoth Hot Springs Hotel and cabins.
Grass, Daddy.
Cabins are like, probably have electricity and stuff.
Then they wouldn't be eating grass, Daddy.
Dining room. We have the terrace grill up here. Like, what? So this is...
Oh, they fancy up here at the north end of the park.
Apparently. Oh no, look at us being all judgy.
I know, well, everybody has like pressed khakis on and stuff.
I do. There's a lot of pressed khakis around. I mean, there's nowhere to park around here. There's nowhere to park. And it's like, I don't know about this place. So we'll find some place to park. We still haven't eaten lunch. It's 2:22. We haven't eaten lunch yet. So we need to park and somehow eat lunch. Huh?
There's nowhere to park and eat.
There's no picnic tables. We saw one picnic table that was being used by another family. And that's pretty much all we've seen as far as picnic tables. There's just a restaurant. I think so. I think you have to walk up to the top.
Well, hopefully we can find a spot in one of these little places and we can go up there.
Yeah, hopefully. Just it's very different from what we've seen, so it's just, you know, we weren't expecting it. So we're gonna go ahead and park. So this is pretty cool. It smells like rotten eggs though, but it's cool looking. Is it stinky?
What does that say?
It says Devil's Thumb.
That's what that's called?
Yep. Creepy. Really cool looking though. Really cool. This makes the trip worth it, I think. You know what the good news is, Lila? Can I tell you the good news? If you fart, no one will be able to know the difference because it'll smell just like this place. Look, it's Pallet Spring. So maybe we could make an eyeshadow palette for Pallet Spring. This would be an awesome eyeshadow palette if you think about it. Like, think about all these colors. Orange and the greens and the grays and taupes. We got some taupes. Got some rust browns. This would be an amazing eyeshadow palette. See, they thought of that already. Yes. Best warning sign for children ever. Because any child will understand that.
Disintegrated.
Well, his feet are. He better get off that quick, shouldn't he? You gotta make sure you know you don't step off, or that could happen to you, right? It's really important. They've got it written in lots of languages. They're talking about this flat ground over here that looks like it's safe, but it's not.
Look.
What, sweetie?
So we can go in it?
There's a bird just walking through it like it's no big deal. Just taking a little bath. That's amazing. It's pretty crazy, man. Is it recording? Yep, pretty crazy, man. Like, you can see the steam like rising over there, and it feels hot over here, like really hot. And it's just really cool looking. Like, it's amazing that nature made this.
You gotta zoom in on this texture here.
Yeah. So we are all the way up at the top, and this is the main terrace. We just climbed about 1 billion steps to get up here, and that's what it looks like. There you go. Pretty cool. Alright, this is kind of a crazy shot.
So many different landscapes.
Uh-huh. That pool over there, straight ahead, is really cool looking. We'll have to get a little closer to that one. It's like a little home for little elves or something. Like a little mini forest.
Yeah, 1,157.
Cool.
Like their little hut.
Mm-hmm. Here's that cool looking pool. It's called Canary Spring. Can't really see it too well, but you can definitely tell that it's blue. Pretty cool. There's another one, looks neat. How many steps did you count?
3,685.
And that was from when we first started counting. That wasn't even the whole time, right?
Well, I added some of the stuff on the very top.
Yeah. Cool, man. So you estimated. Very good. Did you have fun, John? At Mammoth Springs? Mammoth Hot Springs? Good? What?
Can I have my Oreos now?
We need to eat lunch first. Did you have fun, Daddy?
That's cool.
Yeah.
It's a lot more walking than it looks like.
It is a lot more walking.
Quite a hike up there. It's fun though. I'm glad that we came.
And I'm glad we came too, but it was a lot of walking. My foot is killing me. My foot does not feel good.
Back to Lewis Lake.
Yes. Headed back. We need to eat. I'm starving.
Me too.
We need to eat. We need to find a place to eat. We were gonna eat here in Mammoth Hot Springs, but there's nowhere to park the car. It's like we can't even stay here because it's just too populated. There's too many people. Cars are just jam packed up in here, and it's not even a weekend, is it? What's today?
No,
Today's a Tuesday. A Tuesday, and you can't do anything. I mean, it's all jammed up. So we're gonna have to head south in order to picnic, to eat something, because I'm starving, dude. It is 4 o'clock, and we had breakfast around what, 10:30, something like that, because we woke up late. 10.
Mommy, can I have
That's a big old bison. Is it a deer? It's big. It's huge.
Big for a deer. That means it's probably.
Is that a mule? One of those mule deer?
Yeah.
It's huge. Oh, there he is. He's neat. He's got a brown neck. Kind of weird. How are they doing?
They're doing pretty good. This is the life right here.
Doesn't look very relaxing to me.
Huh?
Because you don't like roller coasters or swinging
Hanging in
things.
between two trees.
Because you love like roller coasters or swing things like we do.
That's
Two
true.
monkeys pushing you.
Oh.
About to eat some dinner.
There
Yeah, we got
you go.
macaroni and cheese, mashed potatoes.
No, Mama and I are having pad thai.
We are having pad thai.
Hi, I love.
So one thing I have not mentioned yet. Oh my gosh, it looked like hell. One thing I have not mentioned yet is how bad the mosquitoes are here at Lewis Lake. Like, it's insane how bad the mosquitoes are. Like, I counted this morning, I had 26 mosquito bites just on my legs alone. That's not counting my arms. Well, I guess it was my legs and my feet. Like, just attacked. Just horrible. And I've been wearing jeans every day except for one day. So if you ever decide to come to Yellowstone, definitely get a bug zapper and bring it with you. All right, we'll check in. We're going to do fire tonight, and we're going to do story time tonight. So we'll see you in a minute. Pad thai out of a pouch looks like. It's actually really good. So this is a different brand. This is called Good to Go. Real food, real adventure. Fire Master, well done.
Thanks.
Looking good, looking good.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
John's in charge of putting the chairs out. Lila's in charge of laying in the hammock.
Okay, so let's put them over here like we did last night. Every time I went to go grab a log from the side of the road, it looked like it was perfect size. And then I would get over there and it was huge.
Yeah.
So then we started looking for wood that looked too small from the car.
It's making me nervous.
John, don't get so close to the fire.
Yeah, sorry, I was getting nervous. I didn't mean to cut you off, babe.
Don't you know that Johnny Cash fell into a burning ring of fire?
He went down, down, down.
And the flames got higher. And it burned.
Once upon a time, there was a girl named Jenny. She had very dark black hair.
And Jenny used to walk to school every day.
But she had a problem because she had no legs.
And she was really mad and upset at people because they chopped off her legs. After she couldn't walk very far anymore because her legs were chopped off, she had to ride the stupid smelly bus to school.
She started riding the bus and she met a boy named Thomas.
Jenny and Thomas devised a plan to get back at the people who chopped her legs off.
And then they played a, and then they're gonna play a prank on them. You gotta tell us what the prank was. Mommy, their plan was when they found them to call the police and have them put in jail.
Good for them.
But the people found out about their plan and found them first.
But Thomas was prepared, and he had created a machine to get back at them for what they did to Jenny.
and it was to destroy and it would call the cops by it themselves, and it go by itself, and it goes faster than the speed of lightning. But the problem was that Thomas hadn't tested out the machine, and it didn't work.
So, the people who had originally chopped off Jenny's legs chopped off both of their arms.
That's terrible.
So now
This is
Jenny
starting to
has no
sound
arms
like
or
the
legs.
Metallica video. You know the Metallica video, what was it?
I cannot see! I cannot hear! Absolute
How
horror!
can I live? How can I die? This is terrible. This is a horrible story.
Alright, can we do another story?
Yeah.
Let's try another
This
story.
has taken a dark
Alright,
turn.
this is too much. Okay.
All right,
Once upon a time, there was a grizzly bear named Frank.
Frank
Oh yeah.
had a best friend who was a rabbit named Bob. And he loved Bob because
They were best friends, and every day they would machines that would be super cool and do things good for them, and they invented a machine that would make everybody go to jail if they were being too crooked, and they seen them. So the machine went all around the world every day super fast, and whenever it detected somebody who was being very crooked, it went over to them, captured them, called 911, and they went to jail.
Except there was a glitch in the software somewhere, and for some reason, even though Frank, the grizzly bear, and Bob, the rabbit, were both very good people, one day the machine grabbed Bob the rabbit and put him into jail.
So Frank had to come with a plan to save his best friend. So he went to the police station and he said to the police officer,
Our droid accidentally put one person who wasn't being naughty into the jail cell. He tried to prove it to the police officers by taking the machine, and since the officers had the key to the jail, then they put them then the droid put them into jail to prove that Frank was not lying.
But the problem is now even the police who had access to the keys to the jail were all in jail. So there was nobody to let them out of the jail.
except for Frank.
Except for Frank.
Frank was still free. So Frank had to come up with a new machine that would unlock any jail cell.
But it would only unlock his friends. Because once his friends get out, he'd shove the doors on anybody else who's in there.
Cool. Frank had to program the machine to recognize any faces of their friends and let them out of jail. But he forgot to add the police officers, and he only added his other friends.
So all of his innocent friends got out of jail, but the police were still trapped. And there was an accidental glitch in the new machine, and it let out one of the world's most crazy supervillains.
So Bob and Frank decided to work together with their friends to take out the supervillain Moose Man.
Supervillain Moose Man.
On your turn.
But thankfully that supervillain Moose Man didn't have powers, but the good guys did.
Oh.
The reason why he didn't have his powers was because when the police put him in jail, they took away all his powers with their powerless machine.
So when Frank and Bob found out that the Moose Man supervillain had lost his powers, they quickly found him and put him into the jail. But they had to figure out a fix to get the police out.
Because they needed the police to make sure to keep order in their animal town. So they went to the cage where the Moose Man had lost his powers, and they extracted the powers from the cage in a little vial and gave them the powers to the police officers, which made them super police officers. And because they were so good, it didn't turn them evil. They just had superpowers.
And since the Moose Man could fly before when he had his superpowers, it made them so they could fly, and then they flied up and picked the police officers out of the jail. but then the other people took the supervillain Moose powers.
Oh, so they all got the supervillain Moose powers. And because they were so good, they all got flying powers?
Yeah, and
Oh, now they all have flying powers.
and now they can pick and then they could pick up the police officers.
Mm-hmm.
They got the police officers out of the jail. Everything in their animal village was working fine. And Frank and Bob fixed their machines and they never had glitches again. The end.
Yay!
Let's stop.
And then they took a vacation and made some s'mores.
Yay!